Yeah, so you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was telling, this in the similar fashion, we have get command. We have one find command as well, and I will let you know like what is the use of this one. Then if I want to grab any text, like from the any element, so whatever the locator we are using, and after using the get command, so we'll get, let's say we'll get the that particular element there, and from that element we can grab the text, or if I want to do any validation, so how we achieve into the Cypress, that I'm going to do. Then after that there is like so by nature, by default, this Cypress is like asynchronous, but
Right.
they have like written the command in such a way so they will synchronize each and everything. So like we
Okay.
don't need to require like do that part from our way. So Cypress by default like take care that is asynchronous nature. So I'll like show you where it's failing or how is it Cypress is achieving this thing. Then I was talking about this, like there is difference between Cypress command and other command. So that I'm going to discuss,
Okay.
and how we are going to handle the promises. So first, what is the promise into Cypress, and how we are going to handle that thing. So this all things today I'm going to cover.
Okay.
So for that, let's see, start with the get and find command basically. So let me open my this Visual Studio, and okay, I will start with a new file here, and in that we will copy this the same. So new file, and I will write, let's see, test.js, and here I will just paste this. So the description is like, let's say, some generic method in Cypress. Then first thing, like I will discuss about basically what is this find command, and like the difference between find and get. So basically this one, then yeah, so let's say I'm commenting this line as of now. So you can see like I have just used two line of code here. So the one is like it will hit one particular URL, and after launching that particular URL, like it will like it will search insert some search box. So just save this one, and it'll come here, and then this stop test.js. So I'm just giving the execution, and let's see what happening here is launched to this particular site, and after that is search into this placeholder CA, right? And I was talking one more thing, like in the last session I missed basically, and we are not able to find. So I was talking about this before and after into Cypress runner. You can see there is one before here and one is after. Correct? So basically, when you will get this particular screen, so let's see you are going to perform any action. So let's see after getting the element with this particular placeholder, you are going to type, right? So typing is something, is a action you are going to perform into this particular element, right? So once you click this particular get, you didn't get any before and after, but the type
Right.
type is something action. So let's say I click this particular type. After that, you will see this before and after. So let's say I click to this
Okay.
before that means it's already like got this element. You can see it's highlighted red color, right? And after means after this
After
action
it's
got
typed.
performed, so it's typed,
Yeah.
right? So in this way also you can understand, okay, basically what happening into the screen. So as of now, what we have did, I've just launched a URL and I just search this one. Now, once you'll come to this particular page, so basically this I will open the same URL into, like in our Chrome, and let's say I'm going to search here. So the same URL, okay, so the same URL, I guess, yes. So here, let's see, I search this CA, and after that, we can see, let's say I'm just going to inspect this particular element, and we can see this class is product. So this all four element have this class product. So let's say I will search this product in the as a CSS selector. So what will happen? Dot product. So as of now, we can see only four element, right? But while I'm searching product here, it is showing 7 element. Right. So what will happen if I want to, use this dot product as a, the locator as a class, and I'm searching with the same one. Let's say Cypress dot get, and then I'm using the same dot product here, and then dot should, I'm just doing the validation how many, like the number of element is coming. So this app dot length. So as of our understanding, it should come only 4, right?
Yeah, 4.
Because we can see only 4 elements.
5 on the page. I don't remember. Oh yeah, maybe 4. Yeah.
Yes. So let's see, once I put the same 4 here. So basically it will fail our test case because it is showing length of 4 but
7.
got 5. So you remember I was discussing about one visual terms in the Cypress, right? So basically only 4 element is visual and one is somewhere in the backend or some another, like somewhere else. So for overcoming this issue, what you can do, you can use here after this locator that as a dot product, you can use this visual here like this colon and visual. Now if I save it, let's see what happening. So you can see it got passed.
Yeah.
So
why were we getting 7 in the selectors? Remember, it was showing dot product was showing 7.
Yes. So I will tell you. Okay, got it. So here dot product showing 7, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Right. So why is it showing 7? Can we look at the DOM?
Yes. One second. So if I coming here, dot product, it is only showing 5 element, right? So dot 3 more. Okay. So if I will remove this visible, so what was happening here? 4 more means total 5 element it is only able to find here. Okay. So if I'll inspect here, control find here, dot protect. So might be it is, like once you search the CA and like while we are running through the Cypress, by default, like it is handling this. So it's only showing inside this particular frame.
Okay.
So let's see, once I'm searching here, means it's searching throughout, throughout the DOM. But but might be while we are using in the Cypress, might be like it is trying to find in particular container or into particular frame only. So that's why
take off that CA from the search field. Does it have 13 elements otherwise? If you take off the CA and
But
just do a
but we have already searched CA, right? But yeah, okay, fine. We
see
can try it.
even
In the our code as well, we have searched, this CA, but let it be. So if I remove
oh
that
yeah, it's
CA,
way
then
more. Yeah.
it's even more, right?
Yeah,
So
it's even more.
yeah, so it's like no worry, like we have to just go through, the Cypress command. So after
Okay.
putting into the Cypress, it is only able to find 5 element. So that's
Okay.
fine. That is not an issue. But
Issue.
let's see if we'll put it this visible.
Mm-hmm.
So before it was 5 element, but once we will put the visible, it started showing only 4 element.
4. Mm-hmm.
So you can see here it's got
Mm-hmm.
passed. Before it was 5, right?
Okay.
So this is one way to handle this kind of scenario. Another thing
Okay.
how we can achieve this. So for that we have this find. I was talking about this find command, right? What is basically
Mm-hmm.
find and all. So find, let's see when we'll use this find. So this way also it work. Otherwise, what you can do, first you have to go with this 1 second. Okay, so let's see if I'm searching products. So still it's showing 3 element. Okay, so first I will search this CA.
Mm-hmm.
After searching this CA, if I'm going to inspect this, you can see there is one class called products
Mm-hmm.
here, right? And if I will
Yeah.
search this one, so again it's showing 3 of 3, means there are 3 elements somewhere. But if I just focus about where is that our one, yeah. So let's see if I'll just focus on this particular frame, right? Whatever the frame it is coming, so it has only one products, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, I will use this particular dot class and I'll put it here. Product should have length 4. Then what I will do, let's see, I'm using this products, and let's see what is the length. So I'm expecting one length. Let's see in the Cypress how many is coming. Yeah, so once I put this dot products, it is showing only one, right? Means it's showing this particular container. Now
Yeah.
from this particular container you can move inside. So basically it's kind of parent and child concept. So this is the products.
Okay.
So this is the parent one, and
Mm-hmm.
this one I achieve by using cypress.get. Now
Uh-huh.
if I want to do any action or perform any action inside this child, so this is parent and this is child, right? Product is child,
Yes.
products is the
Yes.
parent. So you,
Parent class.
after getting this dot products, you can use dot find after that.
Okay.
And what is dot find basically? So dot find is also similar way the dot get only, but the difference is after using cypress dot get dot products, we already achieve this container, like we are already here. And
Okay.
after that, if we'll use this dot find, that means it will only search inside this parent.
Got it.
Before it was like complete DOM, but now it will
Dom.
only find this one. So
Got it.
let's say before this dot product have 5 element, right? And if we
Mm-hmm.
use visible, that time it was 4.
4. Mm-hmm.
But let's see, we already use cypress.get dot products, and after that if you use dot find, so how many elements should come? 1 2 3 4, right?
Or 4.
So let's see, I'm checking with the 4 element, and what is the Cypress result? So yes, it's got passed here as well. So dot find here, and it has only 4 element. Got it? So these are
Yes.
the two way you can handle this kind of scenario. Either you use this visible one, so dot product
Mm-hmm.
visible. So sometimes this will work properly. Even if you are not able to achieve, you go with the first parent one, and from there if you have to move to child, so you have to use dot find.
Got
Got
it.
it? So this is the difference between a get and find element. Now if I'll move to the second thing, so what is the second one? Yes, grabbing the text validation using Cypress text. So
Mhm.
what is basically that? So again, what I will do, I will just comment this 3 line, and so let's see. This is the page we are here. So we search CA, and I want to validate this capsicum. Okay, so for that, how I'm going to do it? So for that we have this using it. So these things I have already discussed in the last session, but I will
Right.
clear a little bit more here, like how we can do. So mhm. So this is the code we are going to use here. So after searching this, what I have done, so I want to, so the same line, like I use this dot products, then
Mm-hmm.
we enter into dot product. So we have
Mm-hmm.
already came to this child level. So 1 2 3 4, there is 4 element. So we already reached to this child level. Then
Mm-hmm.
what I'm going to, I'm going to iterate this particular things. So for that we have dot each, right, for
Yes.
iterating. And inside that I use 3 things. One is that dollar element, one is index, and one is dollar list. So this is the
Mm-hmm.
syntax we use into for the iteration part. And this dot element is our locator. So once you will use this, after that what I'm going to do, I just use a variable like called constant, and the variable name is text ways. So whatever element we got it from this particular command, I'm going to iterate one by one, and again on this particular element. So up we reached up to this dot product, right? So
Mm-hmm.
after that I'm going to perform another dot find action. So you know, right, dot find is like again inside the child. So let's say we are here. Mhm. We are already here. So once we use find dot product, so we reached inside this, right, this dot
Yes.
product. So once reaching there, again if we'll use dot find, means we'll come inside this, so we'll come to this child, right? So this
We are
was the,
coming into the different product style, basically.
so basically, so let's see one by one we'll go. So let's see, we are this dot product. So the first time this is the
Correct.
first element, and again if we use
Mm-hmm.
dot find, means we can go inside this. So either like like this we can use anything. So this is the cauliflower
Okay.
alt or div or anything we can use inside this. Okay. Now after going dot find, I use this dot product name. So dot product name is something here. You can see this product name, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are already inside this child, and we use this class, means it will highlight this one, and you can see the value is cauliflower, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the similar fashion, it will go into next product, and it will try to figure it out. Okay, the value is this carrot. Once it will reach to the third element, it will see product name is capsicum, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
what I'm doing, I'm using this dot find, then dot product name, and I'm grabbing the text. So for
Okay.
that, we have dot text method, and I'm going to store into text base. Got it?
So we're storing it in a variable.
Yes. So whatever the text will come, I'm going to store into variable.
Okay.
And after storing that, I'm using this if command, and if that variable value dot includes capsicum. So this is the way we can do assertion. So in the similar fashion we use if condition, right? So text base dot includes capsicum, so it will highlight, okay, if whatever the value, if it is equal to this capsicum, it will perform this action.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do,
Understood the logic.
got the logic, right?
I got the logic. I only have one question. I think I asked this last time, but I don't remember. So that what each command that is there in the first line,
So dot
very
each is basically for loop, kind of for
right
loop.
for loop. So that dollar element, dollar ELE, is that standard? Is that a name that you have given?
Yes, so you can use anything. So let's say I'm using $EL1. So the same thing you have to use here as well.
Okay,
$EL1.
that's a name. Okay.
Yes, so this is the our variable name, and these two are the
Variable.
syntax, like index and the at dollar list. These two are the
That's
syntax.
standard.
Yes.
Okay, so
And
that
this is
element
the like
name.
our convention, like you input anything, and similar way the
Okay,
text
and
base is
then we're taking that.
our yes. So
Then
I'm
we're
just
taking that and finding. Okay.
yes, so storing first into this variable, and then I'm using the if condition. If the
Yeah.
this is like boolean is equal to true, then
Yeah.
it will
Then do
perform
this.
this
Then
action.
go click the button. Yeah.
Yes. So again, you can see this dot find is like coming in the continuous. So first we use dot find here at this level, and I store into this particular dollar element, whatever value it will coming. Again, on that particular value, I use again another find. So again, it will went inside child.
Yeah.
Again, whatever things we will achieve into text base. So I just do the verification, and if that is fine, then add element one. So basically it will also element one, right?
Yes, element one.
So again, I put take the same element one here, and again use this another find command and button. So again it will come here and it will find, okay, where is the button, right? So inside this child it will try to find the button and it will click there. Okay, so this is the way we perform this action, and we can validate this dot text. If I want to validate on any particular text into this locator, we can achieve it in this way. So let's see if I will save it, and I will run. So let's see what happening here. Yes, so what it did, so it searched the capsicum, then it's dot find and nothing happened. So let's see, I'm using this. Oh, what happened is this it didn't click or what?
It added it, right, in the cart?
It's added, yes, but 1 second. No, basically what happened, item 1, it didn't perform anything, I guess. So we'll see where the issue.
Why is your dot click struck off?
No quick fix action, handle false, jquery was marked as depreciated here. Might be because of this jQuery, because this dot text is not a Cypress command. Okay, so this dot text is a jQuery command basically, and I was talking about this asynchronous nature, right? So I will like explain you later what is basically the difference. So this dot text is not a Cypress command, and might be because of that it is showing. But why it is not clicking? So dot product dot find. Okay, so if I'm going to use this each loop, I've used the same command here. We'll see that is working or not. Yeah, so it's added here, right? But why we can't see this dot get product before and after things we can't see? Yeah, it's added. But I'm worried like why is dot click is not showing here.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's adding it, but it's I'm not sure.
So let's see if I will use capsicum 1, it should not add basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't add it here. Okay. But
Mhm.
if I'll use this capsicum, so we'll go one by one. So what happening? Dot products if get, then dot product is find. And after that, so might be it's because of for loop it's coming like one by one, right? Inside this for loop.
Yeah.
So might be because of that thing, but if I use this capsicum, yes, it's added one product here, correct?
It added one in
Yeah.
the car.
Yes. So let's find like we'll see in the another example what happening basically. But yeah, like what we did, we first store into some variable, then we validate okay the text is capsicum. If yes, then it's click to dot button, and it's you can see it's added one element here, correct?
Yeah.
So 1 second, she is asking. Yeah, so this was done. Now what I was talking about, this one. So text validation we already got. Now what is
Yes.
asynchronous nature, and what is the promise? So have you any idea what is the promise into Cypress?
No.
Okay, so let's see if I will again go to the previous example. So inside this test, what I'm going to do. So after this, let's say I'm using this cypress.log, and we are printing here welcome one. So control X. So let's see, I'm printing here welcome one, here welcome two, and welcome three. So basically what it should happen, it will come here, it should print welcome one. Then okay, before that what I will do, control X or control C, uh, uh, welcome in each, control S.
Printing. Log is print command.
Yeah, it will print in here
Okay.
into Cypress runner.
Mhm.
So if I'll go here and if I will click this test. So what happening here, we can see welcome one, welcome each, welcome two, welcome three.
Mhm.
So as of now, it's like our for loop command is also not taking much time. But let's see if I will use this capsicum one. Welcome one, welcome two, welcome three. So the thing is, if I talk about Java, so that time what will happen after executing the fifth step, only then it will move to the sixth one. Correct?
Correct.
In the similar fashion, it after six it will go to the seventh, and that's how it go into Java. But in
Mhm.
case of JavaScript, the thing is it will not wait for the previous element. like it like all line of like given the same priority into JavaScript. So line number 23 will not dependent on 22, and this 22 and 23 will like started doing the execution at the same time. So that is in the JavaScript. So what happening basically, let's see this particular element, like let's say I'm going to do this validation, or if I want to perform this action, right? Line number 10, I want to find some element with dot product. So this is dependent on the previous one, right? Because we should type this CA and only then we can find it, right?
Find it.
So we are dependent on the previous element. But in the case of JavaScript, all line has been given as the same priority, right? So that because of that, the JavaScript code is asynchronous, like it is not in the synchronized way. But in the case of Cypress, Rolly joined. Hey, hi Rolly.
Hi.
He joined late. Okay, fine, no issue.
Oh, so sorry. I just woke up and I realized I'm late. I'm sorry.
No worries. Anyhow, we have the recorded one session, so you can go with that. So I was just talking about promise into this Cypress. And so promise is basically, like what is the promise, I will tell you. But before that, what I was trying to explain, so by nature Cypress is asynchronous, but they have written some command in the backend in such a way so it will keep our code synchronized. So what does it mean? So let's see, synchronization means like if I talk about Selenium, so right, if I'm going to perform any action, sometimes the page is taking more time to load or something, right? And that time it is throwing some exception. So what happening basically, let's say at the line number 10, I'm going to perform any action. Let's say I'm trying to click any element into a particular page, but let's say that page itself has not loaded in some particular time, so it will not able to find that element, right? And our test case will get failed. So if I talk about the JavaScript, like all line is given the same priority, and before like going to that page itself, it will try to click that particular element, and then it will fail. So for that issue, this Cypress guys has already written some command in such a way, so after line number 8 only it will go to line number 10. So it will synchronize each and everything. So it has written in the backend, like in the some form of some jar or something, they have written in such a way, so it will wait for line number 8, then it will go to line number 10, like that. So promise into,
so either it will not wait for, like, suppose line number 8 is failed, then even it will go to line number 10. It will not fail, like it will fail that test case and it will go to jump to line number 10.
So the thing is, like definitely it will wait for line number 8, and after like performing the action whatever we are going to perform at the line number 8, only then it will jump to 10. Even it got fail, that is fine, but it will wait to like getting it fail, and if it is fail, then definitely it will not move, right? Our test case will get fail there itself, correct? So like see, each line is dependent to the previous one, right? So it will synchronize, like after doing the, so let's see the line number 5. So we are hitting the URL, right? So before hitting the URL only, if I'm trying to find element with this dot product name, so definitely it should get filled, right? Let's say line number 5 didn't executed, and or let's say line number 5 and line number 8, sorry, not 8, line number 6, line number 5 and line number 6, the JavaScript will give the same priority, right? So it's trying to launch a URL also, and it is trying to find this element as well. So basically it should fail, right?
Yes.
But because of this, like inbuilt some functionality of the Cypress, it will wait till the line number 5 has been not completed. So once this line number 5 will completed, the page will loaded, only then it will jump to line number 7, right? So it is because of some code has been written in the backend in the case of Cypress. But if I talk about the JavaScript, all line will given the same priority and it will start doing execution at the same time. Got my point? Confusion? You got my point, or are you still confused? Hello?
I got it.
Got it, right? So that is something like asynchronous and synchronization thing, right? Now I was talking about the promises. So what is the promise? So promise is basically, a state of any like any step. So a state of any step, that means what? So let's see, I'm using this line number 5 and I'm trying to hit any URL. So there will be 2-3 states. So the first will be, let's see, it's got rejected. So whatever action I'm going to perform, it was like rejected by our code. Second thing, it's in under progress, and third is
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, your voice is breaking, or I don't know. It's only for me. Yeah, your voice is breaking or not. I'm not sure. It's only for me or.
Yeah,
Rolly, can you hear me?
I'm fine. I can hear him.
Okay, so might be some network issue from your end. You can check the network connectivity. Yeah, so what I was talking this promises. So promise is basically, the state of any action we are going to perform. So there will be 3 action. One will be rejected. So whatever action we perform, it got rejected because of some reason. Second is it is under progress, and third is completed. So Cypress wait for till the time it's completed. So let's say line number 5 is taking more time to load or something. The page is loading. So till the time it will not completed, it will not jump to line number 7 in the case of Cypress. So this is called promise, like the state. So state means like it is under progress. Now, sometimes we get some issue, like how we will handle that particular promise. I will show you that one. So for that, we have this one, handle promise. This is just a simple. So, okay, what I did, simple thing. I again launched the same URL. I will just copy the same command. Okay, so this is the it function. I will copy from here and I will put inside this test, and what I did, I use another it method, and here I'm going to handle the promise. So again, I launch the same URL. Okay, and after launching that URL, I'm trying to store the this is the green card, right? So this value, so this is basically logo of this particular page. So I want to store the brand name into some locator, any variable. So this is the constant logo, and what I did, cypress.find.brand.text or cypress.get, anything we can use, right? Cypress.get, let's see. So after doing the execution, what happening? Test. Oops, we found some Cypress logo. What is this? Okay, if I will directly use this handle promise, what happening? Handle promises. It's done. Now handle promises, and instead of Cypress.text. Then stop. A missing file or dependency. What is sharing? Okay, let me close this runner again. This occurs Cypress compiling and building the test case. This is usually caused by missing file or dependency. If I will comment this line, yeah. So what I was trying to discuss here, this handling the promise thing. So let's see if I store that text, that brand value, right? Whatever the logo is there, right? Logo in the sense this particular thing where we have. Let's say we launch this particular site and I want to store this green card value. Okay. So we can see here somewhere this logo terms will come. Logo in the sense this particular dot brand, right?
Yeah, I just inspect. If you inspect, it's not coming.
It will come. Yeah, you can see here this highlighting, right? Dot brand value here is highlighting.
Yeah.
So the thing is, what I'm trying to do, I just find this dot brand and I'm trying to store into logo, their text, right? So basically it should work, right?
Yeah.
So it should work, but if I'm doing this one, it's throwing some error. You can see, right? It's throwing some error, right?
Yeah.
And what is telling is telling. So see, the Cypress runner is very smart. It will tell also like basically what exactly we got the issue. So you can see here is handle promise.js, right? So here inside this, whatever once we see read this error, it will tell like you are getting error because of this promise thing. Because so from our convention, we should able to use this particular thing, right? Like cypress.get brand.text. But it is but if I'm like, let's say I'm just commenting this one, and the same command I've used here, right? Again, cypress.log and I use .text, right? So if I will use this time it will get passed. So what is the difference between these two code here and here? So basically, if I talk about this, what you say, cypress.find, where we are going to click. Yeah. So here again, .click is a Cypress method. .find is also Cypress method. .get is also Cypress method. And we are concatenating each and everything, right? So first I .get, then again .find, then .eq, then .content, and then .click. So these all methods belongs to Cypress.
Okay.
And as I told, by nature, Cypress is asynchronous, synchronous, but it handle it and it will convert into synchronous part, correct? So while we use this, this concatenating, like the all Cypress method only, so that time also it will handle the promise. Because all are the Cypress method only, and it will go one by one, and you don't have to handle this promise externally. Like Cypress by default will handle this. But in the case of here, what actually happening? First, I use this .get. So this is definitely a Cypress method, but .text is not a Cypress method. It's basically a jQuery method. So again, let's see if I search here, text jQuery. So you can see here jQuery text. jQuery text, right? So basically this text method coming from the jQuery, and we don't have, any inbuilt method in the Cypress, which will help to grab the text of any element. So basically,
Got it.
Cypress also supports jQuery methods. So we have like different jQuery methods which has been supported by Cypress, and this dot text coming from the jQuery. So here we are mixing the things. So the first is the Cypress method, that is dot get, and another is the jQuery method, that is the what you say is the dot text, correct? So if you will mix two different methods, like one is from Cypress and one is a non-Cypress, that time Cypress is not able to handle this promise.
Okay.
And that's why it will throw some error, like dot text is not able to, like before executing this one, like dot get brand, it is trying to find some element and it got failed.
Okay.
So if you are mixing two things, then you have to handle it manually, like from your end, externally, this promise. But in the case of, you remember this each, here also I have used this same thing, right? Dot text.
Right.
Then why it didn't throw any error here? So basically, we have already handled here because we are using this for loop, right? And so we are already like use this element, right? Dot element externally, and after that I'm going to perform action there, right? So that's why it got handled here. But in here, what we are doing, first we are storing this and there again concatenating this dot text here. So that's why it's showing throwing some error. And if I'll comment this, and if I want to handle the promise, so we have one method called dot then.
Cypress method?
Yes, it is a Cypress method to handle the promise. So basically, what happening if I talk about this click method as well, right? So here is dot should dot click dot find, right? So let's see if I doing this one, same method. If let's say I will copy this. So basically what happening after dot this dot product, again internally Cypress is using this dot then. Okay, so basically this dot then is happening inside in the backend
for Cypress methods.
Yes, because Cypress want to make it synchronized, but you will not see here. It's happening in the backend. Okay,
got it.
So unnecessary it will not write that dot then and all. You don't need to write that one, but it's happening into backend. So in the similar fashion, what you have to do after, let's see if you are going to store into the locator. So that time you have to use this dot then, and you have to store. If you have to use this function method, and whatever action you perform here, you store into this this logo element. So this action we are going to store into logo element, and after that inside this dot then we are performing action into logo element. So what will happen basically, so this Cypress dot get brand, it will store into logo element, and after that we printed this Cypress dot log logo element dot text.
One second, hold on. Let me read through the code. So you should I ignore those lines in green?
Yeah, we have already commented this one.
So we got the brand, and then we stored it in a variable logo. Dot then function logo element. Where did logo element come from?
It is our convention, so we can use anything. So let's say logo element 1. So again you have to use logo element 1.
Okay, so
this is again a kind of variable.
Is that a function name, or what is that name for?
No, it is not a function name. So basically if you use any function, so this is the way to handle the promise into Cypress. So what you have to do, so what action you are going to perform, after that you have to use dot then.
Got it. Until there I understood.
Yes, so after then, so this is the bracket of then. Basically how it started, I will tell you. I will write the same line here. Okay, the dot then you have to write in this way, and inside that you have to write a function. So let's see function and which have this parameter or a variable as per your convention. So let's say I write logo ele. Okay. So we use our variable and we are going to perform action on to that.
Okay.
So we have already like handle the promise here and store into this log element, and after that I'm going to use that inside this bracket. So Cypress dot log, so log it will print into like the Cypress runner, and then this logo element, what I want to print, logo element dot text. Okay. So let's see if I'll run this, what happened here. So this is handle promise, this one. Okay, what is the issue again? Constant logo. Let's okay again. I guess because the same logo we have put it. Let's say I will remove this. I will save it, and this time you can see you are able to achieve, and it's printed log green card. Log green card means it took the value from this here, this green card, and it's printed here, right? So this is the way of handle promise into Cypress. So while
go ahead. Every time there is a mix of Cypress and non-Cypress commands, you have to use promise.
Yes, so you have to handle promise manually. That time Cypress will yes. So that time Cypress will confuse. Okay, like which is the Cypress command, which is non-Cypress command. Should I wait for that or not? So in the case of all Cypress command, like we are concatenating, right? Dot find, dot should, whatever. So that time Cypress understand, okay, this is our command, and definitely before dot should, we have to wait for this find. After this dot find will finish, then dot should will work. So like that Cypress handle. But while you mixing the things, that time Cypress will confuse.
And only time it's not needed despite mix of commands is in a for loop.
Yeah, so because that time we have already handled. So here is the for loop, and what we have did, so we are storing into constant, right? And not here. So here, so basically what happening here, we by this dot find we got 4 element, right? And that particular thing we have already stored into element, right? This dollar element, and after that we are going to perform action one by one. So this time Cypress will not confuse because we have already stored, we have already handled the things here. Got it? But if you are using separately, and that time if you are using this Cypress dot get brand and then again dot text, so we are mixing the things here. Here we have not handled, right? So that's why we have to use this dot then, and then we have to use a function. Here we are passing the as a parameter, and same parameter we can use as a our variable, and we can perform action on that.
Got it.
Right? So this is the way. So this is the jQuery method. So this is the way we handle the promises into Cypress. Yeah. So I guess I've covered the things of the today. So handle.
So every time there is a mix, you have to use handle
Yes. Dot then.
Promise. Only then the program will run in its right order.
Yes. Otherwise it will get confused. So which have to run first or what, and that time it will throw error. Right? So and again, like how you will get this thing. So once you will started working on that time you will get more understanding what is Cypress, what is non-Cypress, and like how we handle the things when it's required. So you will be familiar.
What are some common other than dot text, what are some common jQuery
commands? For that, what you can do, we have to go here and we have to search jQuery method supported by Cypress. Okay, what I will do, I will create a list of like all jQuery method.
Commonly, yeah, commonly is
Yes, yes.
commonly used
So
ones.
basically, I comes to about this dot text only as of now, but yeah, like definitely will be there. So I will like commonly used method. I will create a list, kind of list, and I will share with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was the thing. So basically today what we covered this get find we did, then get validation also dot text synchronization synchronization, then jQuery method, and this handling the promise. Yeah, so we covered this thing as of now. So any confusion till now, like what we have covered?
No confusion, but only thing is I will until I actually use it.
Yeah, so definitely so
Yep.
like
Yeah,
you are getting just a concept as of now, like don't worry about that, like
right.
so
I'm like,
Mhm.
unless I use it, I'm like, this. I don't know if I'll be able to. I may
Correct,
have to
correct.
come back and
So
revisit it.
what I will tell you, let me stop the recording first.